fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
Thank you for watching. This is Pick 3 Statistical Categories. If this is your first time on this channel or a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. This is our 4th year on YouTube, giving you tips, strategies, and monthly forecasts to help you win and become a better player at Pick 3, Cash 3, Play 3, and this year lottery. We will be exercising some of those strategies that we have used throughout the last 4 years. We do have new strategies we would like to present to you this year, but unfortunately this channel does not receive enough likes or comments to move forward. Hopefully this will change soon so we can show you the new great strategies. I encourage you to like and comment on past and future videos to help support this channel. Remember, it's always better to give than receive, and the more you learn, the more you earn. Let's get into it. Today, we'll be taking a look at one of the strongest strategies in the game of Pick 3. We went over this strategy several times on this channel with almost every single state, but I do encourage you to pay very close attention to this. Also, watch it until the duration and share it with others that you know that plays the game Pick 3. Right now, we're looking at the state of South Carolina. South Carolina is a state with 2 drawings a day, but their midday drawing does not play on Sunday. And this is January 2022, their midday overall column results. So if you've been with me since the very beginning, or if you've been exploring different strategies on this channel, you know exactly what this is. The number that's on the left-hand side counting down represents each and every date for the month of January. The number on the right represents which column that played for that specific date. Now you may refer to columns as the hit sum of the day. I recommend that you wait 13 to 15 days and allow for your state to manifest a pattern. See which column they're playing from the most, see which column they're playing from the least, and see which column is not playing at all. And this will help you minimize those combination selections and also prepare you for bigger hits. Now I'd like to point out for the month of January, on their midday drawing, there were 2 columns that were not played. If you know the 2 columns that did not play the whole month on their midday drawing, can you leave it in the comments below? So as we look at this, we can see that on the 4th of January, they played from column 1. And on the 5th of January, column 9 followed. Towards the end of the month, on the 26th, we can see they came back to column 1. And on the 27th, the 9 column followed again. Okay, these are patterns. These are things you want to look for. These are the things that will help you minimize those combination selections and also prepare you for bigger hits. Okay, so I like to point out on the 2nd was a Sunday, so they had no drawing. So the 3rd, that Monday, they played column 8. Okay, we can see that same pattern towards the end of the month. The 23rd was a Sunday. The Monday following, the 24th, they came back to column 8. Okay. We can see right here on the 9th was a Sunday. On the 10th, they played column 7, and we can see they did the same thing the following Sunday. The 16th was no drawing. 17th, that Monday, they came back to column 7 again. These are the type of patterns you want to look for. On the 26th, when they played column 1, it was a strong possibility that they could come back to column 9 on the 27th, okay, according to this pattern that happened at the beginning of the month. In previous videos, I told you if you see a column play at the beginning of the month and that column does not return again towards the end of the month, what followed it in the beginning is a strong possibility it could follow it again. So for this, we decided to use the date sum strategy. So if you're familiar with this strategy, you already know what this is. So if we were going to play for the 27th And using the date sum strategy, we know that the date sum would have been 8, okay, because of the month that we're using. Okay, January is the first month of the year. We're playing for the 27th. Okay, so 1 plus 27 gives us 28. Anytime you come across a double-digit total when doing the date sum, we always take the number that is in the ones position. So 8 would be the date sum. Now I knew we'll be looking for combinations coming from column 9 according to this pattern from earlier in the month. Now remember, each individual column only has 22 combinations to choose from. So for column 9, I'm looking for all the combinations with the number 8 in it, okay? And that's a total of 5. So if I was going to use this strategy, I definitely would have played all 5 of these combinations. It was worth a shot to see if this would work and to see if they will follow pattern from what they did earlier in the month. And sure enough, on the 27th, they played the double from column 9 with the 8s in it, 388. So this definitely would have been a hit, okay? I like to point out that on the 24th, we can see that the date sum would have been 5, okay? 1 plus 24 gives us 25. That 5 falls in the ones position, and we can see the combination that was played was 198. So there was no 5 in that combination. The very next day on the 25th, the date sum would have been 6. We do not see a 6 in the combination that was played on the 25th, 732. And on the 26th, the date sum would have been 7. And there was no 7 in that combination. They played 434. So 3 days went by before they used the date sum, okay? Let's go back and take a look and see what combination played on the 5th from column 9 to see if we could apply the same date sum strategy, okay? And let's take a look and see if the date sum was used in the first 3 drawings of the month, okay? Just like they were not here in those 3. Let's take a look. So on the 5th of January, we know that the date sum was 6, okay? January being the first month of the year, that's 1, the 5th date, so 1 plus 5 gives us 6. So the date sum was 6. All the combinations from column 9 with that number in it is a total of 5. And we can see that on the 5th of January, they played the double, 766. So this strategy did work. They did use the date sum for the beginning of this pattern and also towards the end. And we can also see that on the 1st of January, the date sum would have been 2. We can see that the number 2 is not in that combination. The 2nd was a Sunday, there was no drawing. The 3rd was a Monday, the date sum would have been 4. We can see that there's no 4 in that combination. The following day, January the 4th, the date sum would have been 5. We can see that there's no 5 in that combination. So they did skip the first 3 drawings before they used the date sum, the same way they did here when this pattern came across. This is why it's very important to stay focused on this channel. This is the reason we went to the beginning of the year to show you how aggressive this strategy is still working. Stay focused on this channel. So you see the date sum strategy worked at the beginning of this pattern and at the end, okay? And we also saw that the date sum was not used the first 3 drawings of the month, just like they were not used the first 3 here when the pattern first started, okay? I encourage you to monitor exactly what your state is doing. Stay focused on the strategies from this channel. Learn how to minimize those combination selections and prepare for bigger hits. If you found this information useful, I do encourage you to share this with others that you know that plays the game Pick 3. Always remember, it's always better to give than receive. And the more you learn, the more you earn. Take care, everybody.